Hello students, let's try to continue the next topic of the unit number 4, triangulation adjustment. So figure adjustment of a triangle. So initially we start with the figure adjustment of our triangulation figure adjustment. So common, there are three types of geometric figures. One is triangle, second is quadrilateral, and third is polygon. So initially we know that five rules to distribute that errors equally in the all set of observations. Next part, that is the figure adjustment of a triangle. So we can use some rule, we can adopt certain rules to adjust that triangulation figure. A triangle is a simple figure having three interior angles, and it is one of the most common in triangulation figure system. If all the three angles are measured independently, as in the general case, their sum must be equal to 180 degree in the case of plane triangle, or should be equal to 180 degree plus spherical axis in the case of spherical triangle. If the sum is not equal to 180 degree in the case of plane triangle, or 180 degree plus spherical axis in the case of spherical triangle, the discrepancy is distributed to all the three angles according to any one of the rules stated above. Already we discussed the five rules to distribute the discrepancy or error equally in the observed angles. The corrected angles so found are then used to calculate the other two sides of the triangle if the length of one side is known. And here we can use this corrected angle to find the other two sides of a triangle which are unknown. And during the observation we just measure the three angles and one side, and our intention is to calculate the other two sides of triangles. So we can use the corrected angles to find the other two remaining sides. Then calculation of spherical axis. To start the calculation of spherical axis, first we must understand what is the spherical axis. Concept is very simple. The spherical axis is the amount by which the sum of three angles exceeds 180 degree. So if you consider the triangle, the addition of three angles, it must be 180 degree. But if it exceeds than 180 degree, then it is spherical axis. Its value depends on the area of a geodetic triangle and may be, if ignored, if the length of the sides are less than 3 km. The value depends on the area of geodetic triangle, and we can ignore this value if the length of sides of triangles are less than 3 kilometers. However, for the large triangles, when the side is more than 3 km, it must be calculated. The value of spherical axis is approximately 1 second for every 200 square kilometer area. The spherical axis can be calculated from the following formula. So spherical axis in seconds is equal to A by R square divided into sine 1 second, or is equal to, we can say, if we convert the angle from radians to seconds, then it is 648,000 A divided by pi r square, where A is the area of spherical triangle, R is the radius of Earth. And if we need to consider the both A and R square should be substituted in the same unit. For example, if we consider the area in square feet, so radius of Earth is also in square foot. So we can convert this sine 1 second from radians to the second. So pi by 180 to degree, and into 36 into 60 into 60 to convert its value into seconds. So spherical axis is A divided by radius square into 648,000 divided by pi. So this value, it is the spherical axis and it is in seconds. If the area of triangle is in square miles, so we can consider that area in square miles, okay, and we can calculate that spherical axis as a delta by 76 seconds approximately. And if you consider that area, for example, S is the area of a triangle in square kilometer, we have S by 76 equation. So delta by 70 is area by 76 in seconds approximately, if we consider the area in square miles. So here we know that 1 square kilometer is equal to 0.386 square mile. So basic equation is S by 76 to calculate the spherical axis if that area is in square miles, and the answer is in seconds. So as into 0.386, we can convert this area from square mile to square kilometers. Square mile to square kilometer. So S is the area of triangle in square kilometer, square miles, and we can use this multiplying factor to convert that area from square mile to square kilometer. So it is 1 S into 0.386 divided by 76, or spherical axis is equal to S by 197 seconds. So you can get out that area, or sorry, spherical axis, in if that area is in square mile or if that area is in square kilometers. The above equations can be obtained independently by substituting. If you directly consider the radius of Earth in the basic equation, so it is 648,000 s divided by pi r square. If you directly substitute this value r, it is 6370 square in the basic equation, then also that equation will remain same. It is s divided by 197. So this value, it is nearly 196.9 or 196.8. So we can consider this value as 197. So that spherical axis, if that area is in square kilometer, so it is s by 197 seconds. Hence, generalizing the expression for for the spherical axis, we can say that spherical axis, it is delta or area by 76 seconds when a is in square miles, and in case of area in square kilometers, and that spherical axis is equal to s by 197 seconds. So we can calculate that spherical axis in seconds. Knowing the spherical axis, the discrepancy or error in the observed angle is given by E is the discrepancy or error is equal to 180 degree plus the spherical axis minus A, B, C are the three observed angles. This discrepancy is to be distributed to the angles A, B and C. In this calculation of spherical axis, the area as spherical triangle is involved. This area cannot be accurately determined unless the angles are accurately known, which in turn and uh, can be known only if the spherical axis is known. So to calculate the uh, all three sides of the triangle, or to calculate the all remaining two sides of triangle, initially we must know the spherical axis. Then only we can calculate the remaining parameters of the triangle. Hence, in the first approximation, the area S is calculated by treating the triangle as a plane triangle and using the observed angles. Thus, we can calculate the S area of the triangle is equal to 1 half basic, right, or we can say that basic equation. So it is 1 half AB, one side, sin C angle. So it is 1 half C square, that is side of triangle, sin A into sin B divided by sin C. So here C is the known side and ABC are the observed angles. So C is the known side and three angles are observed. So during the observation, during the survey, we have already measured the one side and three angles. So by using the one side and three angles, we can calculate the corrected area. Showing the area of spherical axis can be calculated and the corrected angles can be computed. So we can calculate the all remaining two sides as well as the spherical axis as well as the corrected area. So today I will stop here.